One of my goals for 2021 was to not spend so much money. But how is that going to be possible when authors keep releasing books that have really pretty covers? And how is that possible when I have an addiction and my addiction is reading romance? Sir, how is this goal going to be completed when I can't keep my little fingers off that Amazon app? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a book haul. So this will be the first book haul of 2021, bitch. And there's a lot of books that I'm going to be showing you today because, you know, I'm trying to collect them, and some of them I've read and just want to own in paperback form, and some of them I actually haven't read. So I want to read them via paperback form. Cool. Right. Here I am again with another giant sweater in the middle of summer because where I live is bipolar, and 1 minute it's 40 degrees and then the next minute it's 20 and raining, and you're like, sir, universe, clouds, can you figure out what you're trying to do here? I get tons of questions all the time about where I buy all of my books. So I recently became a member, or like subscribed to Amazon Prime Video or whatever it is here in Australia. And because I'm a member, I get my books cheaper. Yes, bitch. So that's great because books in Australia are so fucking expensive, but now they're not. So I'm buying more of them. Anyway, I get like free shipping and shit like that. I'll link all the books that I purchased down below. So if you want to purchase them, you can just go and do that. All right, without further ado, let's get into this fucking video. We got box number 1 and box number 2. All right, so I picked up this book here called Heart Bones from Colleen Hoover because I'm collecting all of Colleen Hoover's books. They're currently like all up on the top shelf. I have read this and I think this is a very beautiful cover. This is actually one of my least favorite books that I've read from Colleen Hoover. I just lost kind of interest in the book halfway through, but I did finish the whole thing. I rated this on Goodreads 3 stars, so that's pretty low for me, but I know a lot of people do really enjoy this book. So it's about this girl who ends up losing her mum to a drug addiction. Her mum actually dies from an overdose, so then she has to move in with her father, who she doesn't have a really good relationship with. On the car ride to her father's house, she ends up meeting a man who is kind of like a photographer, and she catches him taking photos of her, and the story goes from there. It is good. It is a good book. It wasn't my favorite out of all the Colleen Hoover books, but yeah, it's super stunning, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. Moving on. I accidentally bought 2 fucking copies of this, so I'll be doing an Instagram giveaway. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. But this is the book Blame It on Champagne from Fiona. I've already read this. This is a recent release for her. Brilliant, amazing. It's about this girl who has been trained to kind of be like a socialite, but she's actually really intelligent and wants to take over as CEO of her father's company, like the family company. They own like a shipping company, I'm pretty sure. And her father is like, no, I'm arranging a marriage for you. That is not your role as the woman in the family. You are to be like the socialite, to do all the charity work and stuff like that. And your husband will become the CEO. She's really disappointed in that, so she ends up going and getting a job at another shipping company, and something kind of happens and blooms between her and her boss. He ends up suggesting that they get married because she doesn't want to marry the dude that her father has set her up with, but she's unaware that her boss has another motive to this. It's brilliant, really, really good. Age gap, enemies to lovers type of situation. It's really good. I also picked up Voya from Fiona, which is the first installment of the Voya series, which is one of my favorite series I've ever fucking read. I am collecting all the paperbacks to this because I'm obsessed with the series and I just really want to have them in paperback form. I love the covers. If you haven't read this entire series, please do. I'm not a fan of companion novels. I prefer books that are about one couple, like 3 books about one couple. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not a fan of companion novels, but this series is different. Every book had me hooked. This one, the first one, Voya, is a student-teacher trope. I've spoken about it so many times, and it's honestly brilliant. I love this series so much. Every time I read one of these books or see one of these books, I just remember reading it for the first time and just falling so in love with the series. So I'm glad I have the first installment, paperback form. I actually haven't read this book, and I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. It's meant to be like a taboo book. I don't know much about it, but this is Shame Me Not by Fiona. This is an erotic romance. Apparently this is about two people who are in high school and they end up discovering their kinks. I could be fucking really wrong, but it's a bit taboo because I know a lot of people, a lot of authors don't write kinky kind of romances to do with teens, especially in high school. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I love the cover and it goes with the rest of Fiona's covers as well. I'm excited. I don't know, as I said, I don't really know much about it, but we'll see if it's a fucking banger. If it's not a banger, I'll let you know. These two books I just wanted to have in my collection because they're the ultimate taboo books that I fucking loved reading. I loved these books so much. These are from QB Tyler. The first one is Unconditional. As I said, I've already read this. This is a fucking banger of a book. So good. I love QB Tyler's writing. Really easy to read. It just flows and connects. So this book here is about a little girl that ends up getting like saved by a police officer, and he ends up adopting her and becoming her guardian because she has a really good connection with him and doesn't want to leave his side. As she grows older, she develops feelings for her guardian, and then when she's 17 years old, she acts on those feelings. So yes, if you are a fan of taboo books, this one is really fucking good. Really steamy, okay? Really fucking steamy. Loved every minute of it, and I really do like the cover. This girl, this model is stunning. Stunning, darling. I want your face. Can you please put that face here? Because you are so seductive. Like that face is so seductive. The next book that I purchased is also from QB Tyler, and this is Love Unexpected. This is a step-daughter and step-father romance. So again, on the taboo side. QB Tyler definitely loves to write her taboo, steamy novels. I love this cover. It's a very, you won't be able to tell like on camera, but it's very beautiful, and the little details inside the book are stunning as well. So I'm super happy to have this in my collection. I just want to say about QB Tyler. I can't remember if the heroine in this book was mixed, but this one is. I know a lot of people complain that there's not a lot of authors that write about people of color. They're always like white as fuck in the books. QB Tyler is a woman of color, so a lot of her characters she makes mixed. Does that make sense? Like, I believe her father is white and her mother is black. I think so, and I think her skin color is very focused on in this book. I could be totally wrong, and if I'm wording this really badly, I'm sorry. I'm not intending on insulting anyone. I'm just saying that if you're looking for a romance where the girl isn't the typical really pale skin, blonde hair, baby blue eyes, this one's a honey, okay? Okay? Oh, I'm excited for this because I haven't read this yet. I haven't read a couple of Ammo's books, but I am collecting all of them. This is her standalone novel called Flip Trick. So many people have read this as of recently and have spoken about it on Instagram because I follow a lot of bookstagrammers, and yeah, so many people have said this is brilliant. It's meant to be like a slow burn. I think it's like a stepbrother situation, and this is a bit more, not YA, but it's definitely not as dark as her other books that I've read, so I'm keen to get into this one, and the cover's fucking cool. I've said this before, Ammo Han, my soul sister, she has such unique covers. Her books are so dark and just like unique. You know what I mean? Like, they're just fucking different. It's just different. Alright, so in this box, we've got Regretting You from Colleen Hoover. A lot of good reviews about this. I know a booktuber, I forgot her name. She read this and really liked it, and I usually love her book recommendations. She's quite popular. Oh my god. She did a reading vlog and it was like the best Goodreads books or something like that, the Goodreads Choice Awards of 2020, and this was in that. Anyway, she read it, she really liked it, so I wanted to buy it. I love Colleen Hoover. She's so good. Her books are so good. I haven't read this one, so I can't wait to read it. The next ones are also from Ammo again. So this one is, In Peace Lies Havoc. So this is book one of the, the Midnight Mayhem series. This series is so underrated. I plan on doing an underrated book video very soon. And this will be one of the main focuses of that video I plan on filming. And I also purchased book two, which is In Fury Lies Mischief. These are some of my favorite covers I've ever seen in my entire life. So this series is super unique. I know a lot of people talk about her Elite Kings Club series, which I own down there. And that is one of my favorites. But this is so underrated. No one talks about this. Everyone talks about the Elite Kings Club and not this one. But I feel like this one is so much better. Even though I love Elite Kings Club, I feel like this one is just slept on. It's about this girl who gets abducted by this group of guys and ends up having to perform in like this sex circus. It's insane. It's dark. It's fucking kinky. It's so good. Obsessed. And it's like all about like this secret kind of society as well that's connected to the circus. It's brilliant. Ammo's mind works like no other. I also picked up more installments of the Fallen Men series because I am collecting all of them. So we got After the Fall, which is about King and Crest. And then I also have Inked in Lies, which is one of my favorites from the series. It's about Nova and Lila. It's brilliant. It's so fucking good. Nova is everything and more, hun. Me and you, baby boy. I'm into you, hun. Then I purchased Him by Sarina Bowen and Elle Kennedy because I want to get into male-male romance this year. I haven't read this yet. I'm fucking planning on it. I'm planning on it, guys. I'm getting there. I'm fucking getting there. So yeah, I bought Him and also Us because it's super popular and so many of you guys fucking want me to read this and suggest it to me. So I might read that next week actually. I picked up these books from Lucia Franco. Lucia is one of my favorite authors of all time and she's actually a really dear friend of mine. We've grown really close over the past couple of weeks and I love that bitch. Anyway, I love her covers. She has brilliant covers. Hush Hush and the Off Balance series have stunning covers. And I saw these books. I believe that these were her first releases. So I picked them up because why the fuck not? This one here is called You'll Think of Me. This cover is everything and more, and it's got a bookmark in it because I'm currently reading it. And then I also got Hold On To Me, which is another really fucking stunning cover, and I'm just happy to have all of her books now. I wanted to talk about this book too because a lot of authors reach out to me and send me books, send me arcs and stuff like that to review and also to show on my channel. I had an indie author message me and want to send me one of her books, and I haven't read it yet, but the cover is beautiful. This is called Embrace the Darkness by Ashley and what's her last name? Rostek? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But I believe that this is like a mafia book. And the cover is beautiful. And it's been sitting in my room and I'm patiently waiting to read it. I have so many books to read, paperback and on my Kindle, and it just gets overwhelming at times. But I will get around to it. If you guys are looking for a dark taboo romance, I have flicked through it. And so far, I like the writing. I just haven't begun the actual story. So we'll see how we go. She also signed it for me, so thank you. I appreciate it. I can't wait to put these in my bookshelf. So many people ask me for a bookshelf tour. That is coming. Once this is complete, you'll get the bookshelf tour. And I also have a new bookshelf in my bedroom, which a lot of these books will be going into as well. So once that is finished and full, you'll get a tour of that as well. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this book haul. If you did, thumbs it up. Everything will be linked down below, the books, my social media links, and all that jazz. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.